My life, I will live it through a love gaze, a self-love gaze.
My name is Motedia Ivia and welcome to my YouTube channel.
Hi guys, Happy New Year. I know this is the first time that we're meeting since January 2021. I hope you guys are holding up alright. I am holding up alright. I've been settling into the year quite okay. So a lot of changes. I had to move. That took a bit of time to settle in, and that somehow explains why I have taken so long since I filmed. Well, that is partly the reason. The reason being that I have been quite lazy. Have actually been out of routine the entire January, and I was actually waiting out until I got back into rhythm, and then this would be a success story. But hey, here we are. I'm still so out of routine. I have been struggling to get out of bed in the morning. I tried to blame it on the winter time and the change in time, and that sort of thing. But honestly, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get bounce back into routine. It's not been the easiest thing to do, but hey, I'm not really filled in my responsibilities, and I think that's a consolation. But my only fear is that the time that I spend sleeping could be spent doing much more. But hey, I'm not complaining about that. Other than that, I'm still here, and yeah, I really hope you guys have been well since the last time that we met. In this video, I'm going to try and point out some things that I really wanted to talk about, moving into the new year. So last year in July, I did a video auditing my year, my vision board last year, and I was supposed to do another video trying to do an audit of the entire year. I was not able to do that, and we're going to go through that a bit as I tell you my plans for this year and if my vision board has changed at all. And thing is, it has changed. And last year what we had was I had a focus area of 6 focus areas that, I'm gonna share a picture for you guys to see what they were. And by mid last year, I had actually taken care of a lot of the things that were happening. But then with COVID and how things happened, I ended up not doing that much. I really wanted to travel as well. Never got around to doing it as much as I wanted to. But I did mention that I was going to become more of a local tourist and do things around where I live, and I have tried to do that as much as possible. I posted a video of Saint-Tropez amongst other places that I've been, and it has been nice, seeing the context that we're actually living in, being able to see the new things that I have seen and new places that I've actually experienced. That was really good. I actually got to see snow for the first time not long ago, so that was really good. So as much as the traveling is not what I had envisioned it would be, it's still not so bad. Yeah, I'm still glad that I got to do some things. And then when it came to, I was talking about my education, I did say that was quite foggy. Last year I did not quite know what I wanted to do when it came to my job and my career path and what I wanted to do, and I'm so glad that I had this year to relax, take my time, and get to think. And now it's clearer than ever. So when I'm talking about going back to school to get the master that I really wanted to get, I'm quite clear on exactly what masters I'm applying to. When it comes to jobs, I know what kind of job I'm looking to, and I now know what my quote-unquote purpose is. I now know where my energy should be going, and now I know when I waste my time that could be invested in this specific thing. So that has really been helpful in terms of time management, because I kind of know where it's going, so it's very easy to distribute my time equally. So last year I also spoke about wanting to work out and whatnot. That did not work out very well because I wanted to do swimming and cycling. So I do cycle at times because I have a bike. I take it out sometimes, but it's not even a sports bike. It's literally you saw the France housewife bicycle, very colorful, very pretty, but it does the job sometimes. I wanted to swim a lot, but because of COVID, swimming pools have been closed down, and especially heated swimming pools. So it's very hard to swim when it's quite cold, obviously. So I have not been able to do so much of that, which is quite disappointing, but hopefully when it warms up a bit, I'll be able to do it. And yeah, so you would say I failed at that. But then, so those are the 3 things that I'm actually moving forward with into this new year. What else did I speak about last year? My wardrobe, that is sorted out, and I have basic wardrobes that staple things that I need, and I did get around to touching on each one of them. But I also realized that now that my mind is clearer and that I'm more settled, it's easier for me to make more specific and more certain goals. So for my like for my vision board, my 2021 vision board, it's very specific, and my focus areas are basically three. That's going to be health, and in health I have mental health, physical health, and that sort of thing, general health in short. And my specific goals in my health would be to get routines and be consistent in my routines. So at the end of the year, what I will be looking at in measuring my progress when it came to my health will be, do I have routines? Yeah, when it comes to like my physical health, do I have routines, and am I consistent in my routines? I'm also looking to start taking supplements, so I'm calling my doctor to have a meeting, then we can have a conversation, because as much as you can find supplements that are easy to take, it's advised for you to seek a doctor's advice before you actually start taking them, so that you don't have an overload of something, and you can also be able to take something that you really need, and that way it's quite helpful for your body. So that's also something else that I'll be trying to do. And then in terms of movement, I'll still be doing more of the cycling, because the swimming is not quite certain at this point, but yes, I will do more of the cycling. And basically I need to just make sure that I'm moving, because the idea is to move your body. And then in terms of my mental health, I started therapy. And it's not your traditional kind of therapy where you see someone. It's more of like an online therapy that I have spoken about on my social medias. It's basically called Self-Healer's Circle. The lady that is in charge, like the holistic psychologist on Instagram, you guys should follow her for more details, and she also shares a lot of information that is helpful on a day-to-day basis. I will definitely link her social medias down below, and show you some of the stuff. I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys what I learned from the Self-Healer Circle, so that you guys, maybe even if you don't get the opportunity to be part of it, like there's some things that I know would be quite helpful in your journeys if you're interested in that sort of thing. So that will be like my focus for the year in terms of like health. So we said physical health, mental health, and have a diet, the dietary changes that I'm making. So something else I should also mention is that last year I had decided to stop consuming a lot of meat and a lot of dairy products, and I actually made so much progress when it comes to that. And then the other focus for this year will also be like my career, and this involves my education and my jobs. Now, like I said, I'm now starting the path that I'm taking, so now what I'm busy doing is basically shooting my shot to the right direction. It's not just like throwing a fish net and hoping to catch something. Now it's much more certain, and what that means is that it helps me, like even on my daily basis, the kind of activities that I pick up, the kind of like short courses that I'm taking are geared towards growing me in this particular path that I wish to take. So that is really good, and that makes me really happy, because it does now feel like I am living more in purpose. So if that makes sense, so I'm actually really happy about that. And then the third focus is going to be finances. Yes, finance. Last year was the first year that I was financially independent. Like last year was the first year that I was taking care of myself fully, and I needed to learn how to not spend as much, or just like know where my money was going. And it was really good. And I mean, in the last year I've been able to learn how to reduce the expenditure, that like I mentioned. And now what I would like to learn more is like how to make the money that I save from not spending a lot work for me. Like the measure of success for this goal is going to be enough information in terms of like investment. This year is the year that I will be getting to understand investments better. I do not understand them so much. I just have like the basic information, which is not enough to share with you guys. But once I do have something concrete, I would be glad to share with you guys. So I can definitely make a video. I'm gonna take up some short courses, speak with the right people with regards to this. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. And yeah, so those are going to be my focus areas for the year. Of course, they're like more tiny goals that I have, but then they fall right into making the three major ones a success. What else did I want to speak to you guys about? Oh yeah, so like changes I have made for my new year so far. And I've not made so many changes really. Like there's not so much that I want to be changing, because last year was quite slow. And I'm not trying to be too ambitious. Maybe that is something else that I learned from last year. I'm not trying to be too ambitious. I'm trying to make some, you know, realistic steps. And also it's like January is not the only time that you can make your goals, or you can make changes or make plans. You can always adjust this, and my goals are going to be reviewed every 3 months. Okay, so I do have time to like adjust, tweak, and, you know, see what needs to be done. So my other mini goals are going to be, first of all, I'm going to introduce like a phone-less Sunday, or basically a social media-less Sunday, where I'm not on social media a lot, because I do spend a lot of time on social media, and I had reduced it, but then I think I backslided. So fingers crossed that works. Something else I'm going to try to do is also like to spice up my life. So I decided like weekly I will be doing something new. That could be seeing something new, or cooking something new, or, you know, just doing something that I do not normally do. So I'm super excited about doing that, and excuse me, and coming up with like some sort of bucket list of things that I would like to do. So that would be actually also nice. And then also something else that I actually was doing from last year but was not very consistent on, and I'm learning more about its importance, is grounding or earthing. Is where you like walk barefoot on the ground. It's an entire concept. You guys can Google it, and I would definitely be glad to do a video explaining more about it. But it's very relaxing, and it has been known to improve your health in so many ways, because basically it reduces inflammation, and inflammation is the cause of so many diseases that happen with your organs or like your body. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to doing, for its relaxing factor. That is actually my priority in taking it. And, you know, as I learn more about it, then I would be glad to know what more it can do for me. So I'm super excited about that. So yeah, that is basically what my year will be looking like. I've realized like from last year that it's not everything does not need to be a thing that you overanalyze. Some things just are, and it's as simple as that. So I'm trying to learn how to take things easy moving forward. So I'm looking forward to being more relaxed, more chilled. That is why the theme for my year is going to be like flow, not overthink anything, be willing to take chances and that sort of thing. Like, I'm super excited about the possibility of me living in a world where I do not, you know, still experiences by being an overthinker, or, you know, being too careful. So I'm really excited about this year actually, and I'm really looking forward to a wonderful year. And so far so good. I'm really content and about the way it has started out, and I'm looking forward to having a good time. So I do not want to speak too much. I think 2021 already taught us enough when it comes to speaking out of turn. So I'm going to be chill with it. And this is why I'm taking it easy, not overthinking anything, taking it as easy as I can. And, you know, just keep, you know, taking pleasure in every minute, taking pleasure in the little things. My content creation is going to be like a huge part of my purpose and my career, and I'm definitely going to be putting more effort in doing this. So I can't wait to share more stuff with you guys. And yeah, so I would really like to know how you guys are settling into the new year. What are your New Year's resolutions, or what is the new thing that you're doing for this new year? What goals do you have, if at all? And yeah, so, and also like the other thing that I always say, that the entire year is yours. You can decide to make these goals mid-year, right in June or July. No pressure if you're not making any New Year's resolutions, if at all you don't believe in them. Although I do strongly believe in, or rather appreciate the possibility of new beginnings, or the idea of new beginnings. So I do take advantage of such opportunities, and I would encourage you to take advantage of such new junctures, to make new decisions, to analyze, look back at your life, and see if, you know, you're living the life that you want, if you're choosing your life. Okay, so I would definitely advise that. You can make that your birthday, you can make that tomorrow, you can make that every day, and it would definitely be as worthwhile. I really hope that, you know, I've caught you up on what I've been up to, and I've caught you up on my year, and you know, that's basically it from me. So thank you guys for joining me. Please do let me know how you guys are settling in, like I already said, in the comment section below. Tell me new things that you'll be doing, and yeah, maybe we could do this. You guys can comment down below like things you think I should try, and like make a bucket list with me. Yeah, I would like that. You guys should propose some things that I can do to spice up my life. But anyway, in whatever you do, please do not forget to take pleasure in everyday simple things. Is it like in taking your breakfast, in walking? Try to be in the moment, try to be more relaxed, and experience life fully. And yeah, so that's it. How many times have I said that's it? Okay, this is the last time that I say that's it. So thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your self-love journey. Until next time, just make sure that your head stays clear and that your heart is in the right place and it's beating at the right pace. Mwah, 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 mwah.